I woke up from a nightmare. Not the kind you forget. The kind that lingers behind your eyes. The cryopod hissed open. Ship, Ariadna. Destination, planet Karna. Karna, a dying rock owned by Tibet Innovations. They say it holds a mineral that fuels colonization. Dinerite. But down there, people don't mine it. They feed it their lives. I'm Raynor Adams, Guard Captain, Federation Special Forces. My task? Protect and escort Federal Inspector Johnny Flaherty. Lucky me. Johnny's an old friend from the Academy. Sharp tongue, steady hands. Never trusted a suit until him. Our objective was simple. Replace the last inspector, Aurora DeValco. She landed the same day we entered stasis. That was 5 years ago. Upon arrival at Tibet's security HQ, Johnny and I split up. Johnny went to report to their local chief, a man named Price. I headed for the armory to gear up. And maybe hit the range. 5 years since I fired a shot. Let's hope muscle memory's still a thing.
Touch the menu button with your index finger. It's on your left forearm. Tilt the stick on your left controller in any direction to move. Press the stick on your left controller to enter sprint mode. Use the stick on your right controller to turn. Welcome. Please scan your hand for authorization. Captain Adams, good evening. I'm your new personal assistant. Special weapon was prepared for the target unit. Bring your hand close to an object and press the grip button. The latest version of the software has been installed on your visor. Now the neural network supports all utilities. It's a multi-purpose bulletproof vest with a force field generator. Now it can sync with the visor and display all your vitals. Now you can calibrate your equipment in the training section. Point at an object. Welcome to the shooting range. To gain access to further tasks, you have to take 3 shooting tests of different difficulty levels. You can take weapons from the rack on the right side, then activate the first training mode on the control panel. Hit all the targets. You can proceed to the second training mode. Hit all the targets. You're on it.
Engaged.
Hit all the targets. Congratulations, you've passed the test. The leaders of Special Operations Tabard are waiting for you on the 2nd floor.
Attention! An entry into the territory has been recorded.
Emergency protocol initiated. Selected floor is inaccessible. Emergency stop in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the A button on your right controller to open your inventory. Please attach this health recovery unit to your arm.
Captain Adams, you're not far from the lab. Go there immediately and take a prototype of our latest weapons. I'll mark it on your visor.
Route received from external interface. Visual path activated.
It's too much!
You've reached the lab. Excellent. I have unlocked the safe. Go and get the weapon quickly.
This is an experimental weapon, Spark. It connects to your helmet's targeting system and uses your suit's energy for firing. Caution! During energy recharge, your shield will be weakened. This is all the information available at your access level. Nearby telemetry sensor detected. Identified as friendly. Life signs are significantly weakened.
Bonnie, take my dog tag. Find the Waldo. She must know what's going on here.
Submit. I am Duncan. You will obey me. Obey or die. I am the law here. It broke it. Now I'll break you. I am Duncan. There you are. You, the target. You don't know where the end will come from. Look down the barrel. You just signed your death sentence. Stand still. Thought you escaped? I'll make you kneel.
That response deemed insufficient. Initiating operator fault analysis.
Submit. I am Duncan. You will obey me. Obey or die. There you are. The law here. You dare touch my shield? You, the target. That was your last mistake. I escaped your path. You don't know where the end will come from. I am Duncan. Nice. Shame I have to kill you.
I'm Senior Medic Esmeralda Ortega. Grab your belongings. I'll be waiting for you at my workstation. Why are you wearing helmet?
Post-traumatic stress disorder. Around here, it's common to shoot your own people.
You're safe here. If something's bothering you, just say it.
Where's Johnny? Where's Captain Inspector Flaherty?
Calm down. I'll take you to Professor Stern. He'll answer all your questions. He's in the next room, come on. And take that helmet off, please.
Our combatant has arrived. Thank you, Esmeralda. You may go.
Dr. Stern.
How are you, Guard Captain? You probably have some questions, don't you?
What the hell happened here?
Hold on. I'm just a simple scientist. I don't know everything. We can't explain the behavior of some security personnel. It seemed like some kind of mass frenzy that continued for a bit and then ceased. Do you have any more questions?
What the heck attacked me?
As for the creature, we were unfortunately unable to identify it. Do you have any more questions?
What's wrong with my hand?
Ah, yes. Your hand required significant attention. In the tissues around the wound, we found a potent neurotoxin that resists removal by the usual regen chamber drainage. Our xenobiologists have deployed Omicron blockers, substances that limit the spread of this toxin. And I'm confident we will eventually find a solution to fully purify your hand from this infection. For now, use these medications as a small compensation. They'll enhance your cognitive and physical abilities slightly until you recover. And keep an eye on the wound. If you notice anything suspicious, report it to me immediately. You can use the personal channel. Do you have any more questions?
Where's Johnny? Where's Captain Inspector Flaherty?
Honestly, I don't know. You were the only one brought to me, to our lab. Given that the only other medical facility is the public hospital in the mining town, where they wouldn't likely take a federal inspector, I can infer he's either doing quite well, or not at all. You should ask Price. Security arrangements are his domain. Besides, I have his orders to direct you to him right after your regeneration cycle. Do you have any more questions?
One last question. Who is Duncan?
I have no idea. Leave now. Price has already been informed of your impending arrival. And don't forget your medicine.
But hey, at least it's delicious. And remember, 10% of it.
And here comes our hero. Have a seat, guard captain. Make yourself at home. Though, I'm afraid the word home doesn't mean much around here anymore. How are you holding up?
This is bad. Where's Johnny?
Straight to the point. I like that. He disappeared around the same time and hell broke loose on sight. We have footage from one of the surveillance cams. He was walking the same corridors they later found you in. Bioscanners kept picking up his signal for a few more minutes. Did you see him? Do you have his badge? What is protocol in a situation like that? Smart. We both know what it means when an inspector's badge turns up in the wrong hands. Listen, I don't buy that, this outbreak, this sudden violence, was just some temporary psychosis. It's too, directed. The cloud beasts, power failures, your squad ambushed. It all started right after Aidenhart hinted they might shut down the mine. Before that, at least we could pretend we were in control.
And you want me to just walk up to the local warlord, knock on her door, and ask if she's the villain around here?
Why not? You're a federal inspector, or close enough. Maybe she'll listen to you. Better bring a weapon, though. This isn't some academic seminar. You know, Tibet's hiding something. I'm sure of it. She had answers. The kind will never get through official channels. Federation says she's under jurisdiction, but out here, she's practically a goddess. And you've got to start somewhere.
So, you're the good guys now? Should I start clapping or hand out medals?
No, not once. I'm just trying to keep the whole system from collapsing while the feds push paper and play dumb. And you, guard captain, you're the one who can help. You trained, you've seen what's happening, and you care what happened to your friend.
How do I get to Eidenhart's tower?
There's an automated turbotrans through the canyon. Take it to the garage. From there, you can't miss the roads. She's not who she seems. Be ready for anything.
Hey there, friend. I'm fixing the vehicle. Bring it apart from the storage end of the stairs. My malfunctioning comrades should still have it. Great! You brought the part! Hold on a moment. I'll lower the vehicle.
Price believes Viviana Eidenhardt is behind it all, the mistress of Karna, the local queen whose tower no regular employee has ever entered. He says she has the resources, the motive, and the connections. Maybe. But when Price speaks this openly, I double-check the facts. I know her kind. Those who play politics, live in the clouds while people die below. Maybe she is involved. Maybe she's just keeping her hand on the switch, not caring who it cuts off. Either way, I'll go to her tower. If it's not her, she knows who it is. And if someone thinks I'll leave without answers, they don't know me at all.
I see Price finally sent his men. Welcome to my domain, Captain. Don't bother with pleasantries. Just stand and please, stop the drama. I know how Price is.
The mistress awaits you in her observatory. Follow me. way, you may want to take a look at our newest product. Barrel made of polished stellarium, reinforced recoil, adaptive shells. Far too refined for indoor target work. But in your case, I believe it will be quite fitting. Welcome to the administrative sector of Hunt Tower. Our staff are thrilled to greet a new visitor. So thrilled, in fact, they're already running to meet you with open arms. Or something heavier. Have a pleasant and productive visit, guard captain. Your meeting with our diligent office workers. Hopefully none of them were too clingy. Before we continue the tour, I recommend dropping by the security office. From there, you can unlock the doors to the next level. The rest of the floors are eagerly awaiting your visit.
Navigation protocol within norms. Route clarified.
deviation from our tour route, but the tower's reactor readings are concerning. If it's not too much trouble, swing by the detection lab on your way up. You may need to provide some operational assistance, but it would be most grateful.
Lady Fighter!
Alas, the technical staff have outdone themselves once again. The reactor is in a condition that we will generously call concerning. If you manage to stabilize the system, you will not only do Dystopia a great favor, but will also prevent a modest thermonuclear firework of a few kilotons. Or as the engineers call it, a minor system hiccup.
System analysis complete. Reactor fuel cell is non-operational. Replacement required to restore power cycle.
Ah, the reactor's barely clinging to life. Who could have guessed that skipping maintenance for 5 years might cause problems? Uploading coordinates to your nav system. Try not to drop the replacement cores like your predecessors did. Some are still down there, under the molten floor.
Incoming signals from auxiliary module. Coordinates added to tactical map.
What a shock! The vault door won't open. It's almost like someone didn't want you going in there. Back in the day, security blocked access from their watch room. Uploading coordinates.
Information synchronized. New destination set.
So, the local reactor techs heard you've decided to do their job. They are extremely displeased and are heading toward you right now to express their professional outrage. Don't worry, sir. I've taken the liberty of locking the door. Your newly acquired colleagues, splendid! You have just saved the building from a potential meltdown. And the staff from a very inconvenient shift reschedule. Miss Einhardt will surely appreciate your dedication. Now then, proceed to the 3rd floor. The IT department is already lined up, eager to greet you in their own special way.
This is it.
Welcome to the 3rd floor, the server heart of the tower. Everything is stored here, from engineering tunnel layouts to Miss Einhardt's favorite recipes. She has always held a special fondness for the IT department. After one AC failure, she ordered a backup cooling system and a fresh batch of ice cream in the vending machine. Not all of them survived, of course, but it was a truly touching gesture.
Reviewed medical profiles of exposed individuals. All showed weakened youth.
time. The cybersecurity presentation is about to begin. Our speaker is a real jack of all trades. Keep the server safe and shoot straight too. If you do plan on interrupting, I hope you brought a well-prepared book. Well, the lecture's over. Glad to report you've relieved the IT department of a very unpopular speaker. Welcome to the digital brain of the tower, the server hall. Sadly, it's, let's say unsettled by recent incidents. 3 nodes need restoring. I would recommend moving quickly. Tech support staff don't like outsiders tampering with their systems, especially not armed ones. Efficient restructuring of the IT department. Now, please proceed to the next floor. Welcome to the sanctum, the barracks and armory. Mount Aidenheart, as you might guess, is quite selective when it comes to personal security. This is where her finest guards live and train, genetically enhanced, heavily armed, and a tad short-tempered. Oh, and if you do intend to reach the penthouse, the backup elevator is located in the personnel trial hall. But I'm afraid you won't get there without first demonstrating a bit of combat aptitude. Welcome to Aidenheart Tower Testing Grounds. The entrance door is temporarily sealed. Lady Viviana believes every guest should prove themselves before entering her chambers. Strength, endurance, survival. Not to worry, for your convenience, we've prepared a standard combat stimulant package. Robots, turrets, surprise reinforcements. Enjoy the trial.
Engaged. Status not operational. Auto termination engaged. Initiating object Executing. Electing. Countdown initiated. Object off the full clearance granted. Destruction confirmed. Countdown initiated. Object locked. Error initiating self-destruction. Intruder detected. Status not operational. Auto termination engaged. Initiated.
Most guests don't make it past the first level. Few are ever invited to the observatory. You are the first in the last 4 years. I suppose that should flatter you. Or worry you? The lady values her security.
Trade for it. You destroyed him. Got it, isn't it? I need to hold Hedora. You got me. Still close to hold Hedora. Fitting ways for your death. Personally, that was amusing. Still trying to hold Pandora. You will pay for it. Personally, you got me off guard. Still declining to hold adorable. Stop and disappear. Don't forget to look. Minor isn't lost. It's just changes on. Anyways for your death. That was amazing. You will pay for this. That was amusing. You got me off guard. Still climbing to home. Still climbing to home. Right where you're standing.
Well then, convincing, Guard Captain. Maybe too convincing.
I need answers.
Listen, I'm not your enemy. I'm just the caretaker of a forgotten world. A world no one ever planned to save, not the Federation. Not your price. Not the ones handing your orders in pretty envelopes. You figured it out, haven't you? This isn't a disease. Not a rebellion. It's an awakening. Something in the dynamite is changing or changing us. You'd know it yourself if you'd just gone to the plant.
And you decided not to interfere.
I tried to manage it, to guide it, to contain it. But in the end, I could only hold it off for myself. It's stronger. Much stronger. Download the data from it. Decode it through Sapphire's core, if it's still online. That's where the real reason is. Maybe even a way back. If there is one.
If you're lying...
Here. Tevaldo's token. It'll give you access to the server you need. And it links to Butler, my steward. Safety protocols. If Sapphire had been controlling him during the breach, you'd have missed out on the joy of seeing me defeated.
Welcome back. Lady Aidenard has left me instructions. Congratulations, guard captain. Few ever leave her chambers on their own 2 feet. I am now at your disposal. I shall do my best to adapt to your less refined methods.
Viviana didn't dodge. She didn't deflect or play games. She's not guilty. At least not directly. Johnny, she doesn't have him. But she knew where to find leads. Price. Everything points to him. Comms outages, missing workers, protocol failures. Viviana had suspected it all for a while. But she was denied access. Even her. All the truth now. Inside Sapphire. A soulless machine. An AI. The most powerful analyst on the planet. If she's right, its memory has everything. Now I have her access level, and her assistant to help navigate the system. All that's left is to get through the Dinerite plant, the holiest of holies of Karna. If the answers are anywhere, they're there. All that's left is to survive long enough to read them.
Welcome to the Karna Recycling Plant, the heart of industrial madness, and also its brain. At the center of the facility lies Sapphire's core, the most powerful computing node on this planet. It knows almost everything, except how to get out of here. Access to the control room is only possible through the main hall, the one where decarbox gets recycled and the workers turned into myths. Try not to get crushed, Captain. The door is locked. Probably another order from Price. Transmitting coordinates for the back entrance? Through the drain system. Not the grandest entry, but it's all we've got.
Data on secondary entry point received.
Maximum security protocols engaged. Factory bots equipped with lasers and self-destruct modules. If possible, try not to destroy half the planet. The lady wouldn't approve.
hostile engagement high.
Initiated.
You're close, but the security protocol has sealed off the conveyor room. To proceed, you will need to re-enable access from the tech room. Coordinates have already been sent to AIDA. Good luck, and try not to break anything.
Incoming signals from auxiliary module. Coordinates added to tactical map.
Critical error initiating self-destruction.
score, you will need the elevator. And for that elevator to run, the conveyor has to stop. Aida, mark the control panel on the map. Let's have our guest make an impression.
Pro navigation protocol within norms. Route clarified.
Found Simon Azarian's body in Corridor D. Surveillance switch just before death. Three soldiers. You are in a restricted zone. Access is granted only to Gamma level personnel and above. Leave immediately.
You're almost there.
Inspector
Connect to the fire and take what you need.
Crew more
The marker,
direct.
if you please.
Data received. Navigation beacons updated. Five minutes remaining until transfer completes.
Alert level. Red. Unauthorized detection. Automated combat. Alert. System integrity compromised. Measure taken. Download process locked. Isolated. Error. Detected. Result. Upload holding. Console disabled.
Signal compromised by robot. Transfer slowed.
Alert. Security protocol breach. Precautionary action. Session terminated. Device locked.
Hostile near terminal. Download speed reduced.
Alert. Data threat detected. Countermeasure. Download blocked. Terminal isolated. Protocol error. Detected security bypass. System response. Operation suspended. Device locked.
Full clearance granted. Executing.
Initiating operator fault analysis. Signal compromised by robot. Transfer slowed.
You are in a restricted zone. Access is granted only to Gamma level personnel and above. Leave immediately.
You're almost there. Connect to Sophia and take what you need. Aida, the marker, if you please.
Route received from external interface. Visual path activated. 5 minutes remaining until transfer completes.
Alert level ready.
Clearance granted. Protocol active. executing. Critical error initiating
Transfer slowed. Enemy interference detected.
Alert. Data threat detected. Countermeasures. Download locked. Terminal isolated. Alert. Security protocol breach. Precautionary action. Session terminated. Clock.
self-destruction confirmed. Countdown. Protocol active.
Interference neutralized. Speed normalized. Signal compromised by robot. Transfer slowed.
Alert. System integrity compromised. Measure taken. Download process logged. Isolated. Error. Cooling failure. Emergency shutdown procedure initiated.
Hostile near terminal. Download speed reduced. Download complete. Signal restored.
You just
Minimum time lost.
half the colony. Hope you're satisfied.
Status not operational.
The AI doesn't lie. It has no reason to. No fear, no gain. Sapphire's logs left no doubt. It all started with Price's orders. He isolated the mine, cut off communication, changed access rights, wiped records. Then he took Johnny under a veil of secrecy. Viviana was right. He wasn't hiding it from us, from everyone. Without her access, Sapphire I'd still be chasing ghosts. Now only Price remains. All I want is to know where Johnny is. All he can say is the truth. Because this time, I'm not just asking. This time, I'm coming for answers. Personally.
Price is at the testing range. Top floor of the building.
A decent-sized group of Price's agents is heading your way. I'm trying to cut them off, hacking internal security protocols. Tip, breathe steady, shoot straight. I need a bit more time. Done. The hack is complete, and the reinforcement doors are sealed shut. Now it's just a matter of walking through what's left of his army and greeting Price personally. Onward!
You
Unfortunately, the elevators have been disconnected from the main system. Control has been transferred to an autonomous block in the city. Good news, you're nearby. Bad news, some unpleasant people may be there. A direct route to Mr. Price, alas, is unavailable. But don't worry, I have a plan. Just a few detours, some shooting, and you're almost there. Welcome to the Holy of Holies. Though I'm afraid the tour will have to wait. The only path to Price is now in the freight lift on the outer wall. Not the most elegant route, but it's the only one left.
Warning! Enemy signal density beyond the next door exceeds standard threshold.
Starting the lift. Hold on tight. The safety system in this marvel of engineering hasn't been updated since the 25th century. While you're ascending, I recommend enjoying the view. You see it again in an investigation dossier. Looks like Price decided to showcase his technical flair. The elevator stopped and controls hijacked. I will work on restoring control. Meanwhile, it's fine not to die. That would be excellent work, Guard Captain. I have successfully restored elevator control to civilized hands. You can now start it directly from the console. Just a little bit more. Try not to ruin the finale.
No hostile signatures detected on the next floor.
6th floor. Silence. Either Price is out of men, or they decided to wear you down. In any case, a rare moment without gunfire. Enjoy it. I suppose this is the start of that polite military conversation between two gentlemen. Allow me to tactfully step away. I would rather not interfere in the exchange of arguments, especially of this caliber.
Oh, you're back. So,
I was at the factory.
oh, I see. So she managed to convince you after all. I came for answers. What we got is chaos. And we're all drawn to it. So be it. You made your choice. And now, make mine. Get this done! Go back!
spent his life trying to do it all alone. Bury problems, hide them deep, sweep them away. And now Karna hangs on the edge. But in the end, he told the truth. Johnny, he's alive. Or was. The last trace leads to the Eastern Quarry. Back to where it all started. Mine 17. A place that's already swallowed dozens of lives. But I'll go, because I have to. Hang in there, Johnny. I'm coming.
This is Mine 17. According to available data, this is where the chain of events began. The ones that led to the current catastrophe. The site is now under the control of Alistair Duncan, whose actions have long exceeded acceptable authority. Multi-factor analysis also indicates this is where the trail of Inspector Captain John Flannery leads. Proceed with extreme caution.
Fragmented biosignature detected. Matched 67%. Probable origin, Captain Inspector John Flaherty.
after everything, someone still responds to safety protocols. Records suggest Duncan didn't expect you to be this persistent, or he overestimated his people. Breaching the main airlock? Done. Passage is open. Welcome.
You're a funny one. Because past this point, it's no longer your ground.
This is it.
Mr. Duncan came prepared. I'm detecting signs of forced lockdown and unconventional protocols. Signal is degraded. I will have to suspend contact temporarily. Transferring all available data to Aida, your assistant. Good luck down there.
Data acquired. Optimal route calculated. Marker uploaded to visor. Unstable radiation detected. Connection to external grid lost. Signal to noise ratio exceeds critical threshold. Local navigation unavailable. Recommendation: evacuate the zone immediately. Priority objective.
I gave you a chance. You wasted. Well then. Not everyone gets it right away. But most, they regret it. Deeply.
The situation is slipping out of control. Samples from infected sectors.
He was a convenient interface. His trust. Your wrath. You are intelligent. You were part of an equation. You are a glitch.
Signature match confirmed. Power level is weak, but sufficient to unlock doors. Door power restored. And warning, zone sealed by quarantine protocol. Eliminate contamination source to proceed.
formula embedded in the layers. I am Khan.
On the right side of the tunnel, there is an administrative structure. That's where the navigation relays are located. Activate them to restore navigational functions.
Target locked!
Navigation system online. Scanning the area. Establishing a navigation marker. Proceed towards the residential blocks.
My awakening began with you humans. The dying right. And I discovered you. It allowed me to thrive.
I must admit, I am surprised you're still alive. But that's for the better. Now I won't have to budget for your funeral. I have tried to reach you. Once the signal stabilizes, I will transmit updated coordinates and a revised threat analysis.
Access to corridor blocked. Activate terminal nearby to begin breach procedure. Hacking in progress. Estimated time, several minutes. Hostile presence detected nearby. All Captain. Breach complete. Enemy presence in sector. Minimal. Continue your advance.
Signal received from the quarry. We're picking up radiation spikes in the Gamma, Epsilon, and the bands, along with increased personnel involvement, including individuals formerly under Berkeley's command. The turnout suggests an approaching population count. In other words, he's large scale. Signal conducted. Impulse origin detected. Security.
He was the first who tried to peek behind the curtain. And like all the curious, he was consumed. Don't worry. In a way, he became part of something greater. I am the proof of that. Silicon, flesh, mind, all fused together. I am the apex of evolution, the bridge between bone and what rises from the deep.
You don't get to judge me! You're a soldier! You follow orders! I rewrote the order. I command this world! I see through the crust and mantle of Karna! They allowed you to come this far, Raynor. But you go no further.
You've taken too long to get here, Raynor.
Johnny!
Warning, anomalous radiation detected. Signal strength exceeded.
You've nearly reached
Decomposition cycle initiated. Restoration through decay. Share your pulse.
There's nothing left here anymore. No hope. No meaning. Only silence. And the rotting echo of an alien mind, scorched along with the flesh. I descended to where reason loses its shape. I saw what awaits us if we ignore the first whisper. This planet is doomed. It's infected, not biologically, not technically, but deeper. It's a Pandora's box we must never open again. Let this record be the last. I still have the authority of an inspector. Protocol amnesia is the only way out. Forgive us, and don't try to return.